Welcome back. The show is about investment opportunities in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And in this second part of the show, we begin by posing this question to the relevant authorities. In the region, there are different economic blocs like the East African Community, SADC and COMESA. Do those regional blocs have any implications on the economic relationship between Kenya and DRC?
All these regional blocs are looking at how to integrate our market. I think the purpose mainly are the same, and in intra-Africa trade. So, and even we are looking into how to put all those blocks together under one umbrella to make sure that there are no conflicts. I don't really see many conflicts of that. Maybe some blocks will be more stringent in what they are requiring, but I think that the purpose of all those blocks really are mainly the same. Is to improve and to more integrate our markets in Africa.
Because of globalization, it's now the move towards globalization of markets. You cannot exist as a lone island and survive economically. So we started with the East African Community, then we had now a bigger region, COMESA, then we had SADC, and even ECOWAS on the western side of Africa. There is a vision to have all these regional bodies collapsing into one, which is called the Africa Free Trade Area, which means we'll be able to move goods from any part of Africa to the other part without having to have barriers on borders.
Yes. With that in mind, excellence in business across the region, despite the existence of different economic blocs, is exemplified by yet another Kenyan company, Has Petroleum. Lubumbashi City is the hub of the company's operations in DRC. Has Petroleum is a regional oil marketing company with significant presence in East Africa and the Great Lakes region. Incorporated in 1997, the company has invested heavily in storage facilities as well as in retail station networks and a strong supply chain infrastructure.
In DRC, the bigger clients are the mines because they take volumes and volumes, but the other ones are the retail. We have our retail network whereby we supply small companies who are doing maybe manufacturing, who are doing the plastics, who are doing, let's say, milk, who are doing farming. So we supply to other kind of clients.
No. Has started operations in DRC 10 years ago.
Us is a Kenyan-owned company having been started by two brothers, that is the late Abdulrazak Ali Hassan and Abdul Nasir Ali Hassan, who is currently the chairman for the company. Our corporate headquarters is in Dubai, UAE, and we have a regional head office in Nairobi.
The company's operations in DRC are hinged on its central 25 million litre terminal in Dar es Salaam.
For DRC, they started with Tanzania, whereby they built a 25 million liters depot, which will serve Rwanda, Burundi, DRC, and Zambia. So from that Tanzania setup, whereby they had to build the big tanks, would serve DRC. That's why we came to DRC, Zambia, Rwanda, because we already built a big terminals in Uganda. That's how the other affiliates were born. Have a depot of 2.3 million, and we have stations. We have 3 stations and 2 which are partnerships. So we have in total 5 stations. Among the mines, the top 10 mines, we serve almost 8 mines. We started from down doing 1 million liters. Now we are doing between 8 million to 10 million liters, and we have almost 50 petroleum companies in DRC. But we have the ones who are active and doing business in DRC are 15.
Lubumbashi, part of DRC, is along the copper belt, and the main economic mainstay here is copper mining. For copper mines, they need fuel both for running their machines and also for power generation. As Petroleum has been a major partner with a lot of these mining institutions and companies for supply of fuel and lubricants for their operations.
HAS operates a fleet of trucks both from Dar es Salaam and Nairobi that fully support the HAS fuel delivery. It owns 122 trucks and manages a further 200 trucks both in the northern and southern corridors. It has created many employment opportunities in DRC.
The import procedures for supplies of petroleum products to DRC starts from the ports of Dar es Salaam. The imports into Dar es Salaam is coordinated and managed by the government of Tanzania through an entity called Bulk Petroleum Products Import Authority. This authority coordinates tenders for supplies into Tanzania market and the regional market supplied through the port of Dar es Salaam. As Petroleum participates in this tender both as a buyer and seller, and through which we procure products for distribution into DRC. Through the port of Mombasa, we go through an open tender system coordinated by the government of Kenya. And in this tender, as Petroleum is also a major player as a supplier into the tender and also as a buyer from the tender for supply of its markets. As Petroleum has recently been awarded 3 major contracts. One of them is by the Ministry of Energy and Water Development in Zambia to supply them petrol and diesel, and 2 other contracts through the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum in Kenya to supply 1 cargo each of jet fuel and diesel fuel in the months of March and April 2016.
The challenges we've been facing in DRC especially is a copper belt region, and we basically depend on mining, and mining is the copper. And of now we know that the metals and the fuel prices are going down, and the prices for copper are really down. Even the mines are not able to make a break even. But recently we started seeing the growth going up, and we expect things to go back. So number 1 challenge is the copper prices. If they're up, we are good in business. If they're down, we are down in business. The other thing is in DRC is an equatorial region. We have rains which come for almost 6 months. And once the rains are here, the rains are too heavy till the mine's pitfall falls. So when we have rains, we've reduced they reduce their production, and hence we are not able to supply a lot of product. But we have another 6-month season that is peak, and there's no rain, and most of the mines are back to business, and the business is booming.
We've come to the end of the show. We believe you've been informed about the bilateral relationship between DRC and Kenya, the investment opportunities in DRC, and what is common between Kenyans and the Congolese. And until we meet again next week, same time, same channel, on behalf of the crew, many thanks.